10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And action! I've been telling myself all week that I will be like a memorable entertainer.
Like, how many times throughout the week have you been saying that?
Mostly whenever I'm not thinking about something else, I'll be telling myself.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Just trying to, like, remind that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let's just do this real quick. I think all
And-
cams are recording, so... Sorry, I cut you off. What were you going to say?
No, I was just saying that I think that the Young Primitives will be one of the most important bits of content to come out of Sydney in the next decade.
Wow, okay. I like that. Just got to keep it consistent. Or if we don't keep it consistent, just going to need to have some sort of routine. Because, I mean, obviously we missed Sunday. But we could still do it fortnightly. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
there's always the... Because, look, there's actually no one that we... Like, no one's telling us what to do kind of thing. You know what I
Right,
mean?
there's no
So, like, so, like, we're writing our own path in a sense.
Yes.
Like, we can update on Sundays, and if we... You know, if we miss a week, we can update midweek, or if we want, just update on a fortnightly basis. Like, we can always mix it up. So, like, that's why I never kind of, like, stress too much about it.
No.
Because we're in control over it by the end of the day.
Yes.
Which is good. So we can do whatever we want. I mean, maybe later on in, you know, in fucking life or in time, like, there might be sponsors and shit. And we do have to keep up to once a
deadline.
week because we have to, or because we've got sponsors to mention and we need to mention them X amount of times. But, I mean, we can worry about that shit when the time comes.
When it comes, exactly. I think for now it needs to be a flow of ideas recorded for us to just be able to, I think, practice our craft. I think it is a craft. It's important to be able to speak about topics,
Yeah.
hold conversation, listen, and I think interpret what the other person is saying and sort of take it on board.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, like being able to listen
Yeah.
and, yeah, like not have like a bias kind of approach to it and always be open with what they say and then take it on and be like, oh, this, that. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Not easy, but that's good, man. Like, it's good that you've been, like, even if you start thinking about that, like, you know, YP is going to be, what did you say, sorry, again? And just look at straight into your camera.
The Young Primitives will be one of the most important pieces of content, series of content to come out of Sydney, Australia in the next decade. And that is a fact. Get on board now while you still can. When the merch comes out, buy it because it's going to be rare, limited, and worth a fortune in the future.
Big plans.
Yes.
NFT drops.
NFTs, handcrafted, designs by Migs and Gogs.
Mixing Gogs.
Beautiful pieces. beautiful, beautiful.
Fuck, I
pieces.
love that. Mixing Gogs already just has a tune to it.
It does, man. Like,
Should we like, oh man, you don't drink. I'm like, fuck, should we start making our own like seltzers or like have our own beer or something? Mixing
Yeah.
Gogs?
I'll do the
Non-alcoholic, yeah, bro. Non-alcoholic beverages that just taste like alcohol.
Can I get a Young Prims?
Yeah, it's like Young Henry's.
Yeah, but do you want to go Mig style or Gog style?
True. Yeah, with Young Prims, and then we get to yeah, Gogs is their fucking non-alcoholic.
That's the juice.
And the mix would be like seltzers or like maybe an IPA. I don't know. I'm
Ooh,
into like nice IPAs.
is that what your favorite craft beer is at the moment? You're an IPA guy.
Yeah, but I guess it's because like that's kind of what has been shown to me. Like, I mean, I have tried XPAs and all the other ones, and I guess just IPAs be good.
Have you ever tried a sour beers?
Yes, I have.
Things like Lambics and Goza, like GOSE. It'll say sour Goza on it sometimes.
Well, I can't remember the specific brand that I've tried, but I've definitely tried the like sour ones.
Yeah.
Sometimes as well, when you go to the brewery, the sour ones have the most alcoholic.
Yes.
The alcohol in like per beverage. Yeah. So like I've always kind of just tried the one that's got the most alcohol.
Yeah. Okay.
Because bro, like if you're gonna drink, you want to get fucked up. You know what I mean?
You want to get fucked up. Until you get too fucked up.
Yeah, no, you don't want to get too fucked up. You don't want to wake up the next day and just regretting. I mean, that's why it's fucking good for you, bro. Like sometimes, I mean, not as much, but yeah, like I used to wake up on the reg the next day and be like, "Fuck, I so regret things that I've done last night, even though I don't remember." And then you just get in a loop where you're like, "Fuck, did I do this? Did I do that?"
Yes. What did
It's
I say?
terrible, man. It's just a terrible feeling. No, I don't want that anymore.
But I love beer, which has always been my issue because
Have you tried non-alcoholic beers?
I have, and they just don't have the same effect.
Oh, really? But some of them actually do taste like beers, so it actually tastes nice.
They do, but
I feel
don't
like
know.
I feel like when I'm tipsy, if I was to drink non-alcoholic beers, I wouldn't even know,
Yeah, probably.
and I'll be like, "Oh, this is kind of getting me tipsy," but it's not really because
Yeah.
it's not alcoholic. But like sometimes you just can't tell because they just taste as good. Fuck. I think we should make it a reoccurring thing that we're constantly thinking that YP is going to be or like, you know, one of the biggest, I guess, podcasts or any sort of content that's coming out from,
That's right.
from around this part of town. Because I don't even know how much content comes out.
Me neither.
From around here.
Any content that I do see, unfortunately, seems to be maybe produced by a podcast sort of brand or something. They seem very commercialized,
It's already been done kind of thing. Or like, yeah.
which isn't.
I haven't seen much. Like, I've only seen one podcast, which is YKTR, that's from around here.
Yeah, and they're very specifically about football, right?
Yeah, I mean, majority of those guys are
football players.
ex-football players, or some of them are still playing.
I think they're all.
So it's very like sports, I guess. It's very like in sports. They got BSC, which is like a nutrition company,
Yeah.
or like they have the bars, like protein bars and stuff like that, protein powder. So they're backed by those guys. So yeah, it's very like.
Yeah, so the studio that they shoot in is the BSC studio.
That's right. They do call it that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it was one of the sponsors, like.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
From the start, right?
Might have been from
Maybe
the start.
I only cotton onto them during this year's rugby league team reviews.
Oh, true.
So they
'cause
did
that
like
will
an
come up.
an episode, every 4 teams,
Yeah,
and how well they're
true.
going to play. And they're very interesting guys, as in they speak well. They
Yeah, for
present
sure.
well.
Well, like even Isaac, like if you watch previous videos, they would always kind of start. I don't know if it's the vlogs or if it's the podcast, but I think maybe the podcast. But at the beginning, they would always kind of start with gratitude. They'd be like, "Tell us something that you're grateful for today," kind
Right.
of thing. You know what I mean? It's big dudes talking about this shit. And it's kind
Yes.
of like wow, but like. They're on point, bro. Like they get it. Like fucking Isaac, which is probably, which is I think the guy that runs the whole show. He's probably been aware, or he's just knowledgeable about shit like that. You know what I mean? Like put yourself in a grateful position or like state, and then you can start creating your own kind of reality, or like bringing things that you actually want into reality, which.
Yes.
Which is true, man. Which is kind of like what I've been experimenting a lot with lately. And crazy shit's been happening.
Yeah?
So I'm just like,
Right, so go on. I've heard that you've been participating in, I guess, more guided meditation.
oh man, fucking guided meditation like almost every day, man. I think out of the past 11 days, I probably missed 2 days. No, I think it's 9 days. Yeah, so 9 days I've missed 2, so I've done 7.
And how do you feel this week compared to, say, a fortnight ago?
Well, yesterday when I recorded my other podcast, I was feeling pretty shitty, but I think I was just hungover still. So, like, in one hand, I was feeling amazing because I've been doing all this guided meditation, but on the other hand, just yesterday, I just felt like shit because I was just fucking hungover.
Yes.
Because Thursday, we went out. We watched it was the first game of
Right,
NRL, so we had,
we
I had a few drinks.
Yep.
We had some fucking Colombian toasties. We had some guided meditation. I don't know. And then Friday, I don't think we did anything. But then on Saturday, I went out and drank because it was
Right.
my mom's birthday.
Yes.
And I kept going. And then I went out to, I can't even remember the name of the pub, but my mate was playing and kept going to 2 a.m. I kind of lost conscious because I got too drunk by the end of it. And then on Sunday, we drank again. And yesterday being Monday, I was just like, I feel shit.
Dead.
yeah, I just didn't feel like I wanted to do anything. But I still came and fucking recorded my podcast. But apart from that, I've been feeling good. But I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, I feel because I've been doing this guided meditation, like actual guided meditation, at night. And I guess like I'm kind of like programming my heartbeat, I guess, in a sense, or like my heart rate is changing
Right.
because I'm more like relaxed, or I don't know, man.
No,
That's how I feel. And then especially when we get like some fucking Colombian toasties involved, I just feel whack. Like I just feel out of place. And I talked about this yesterday, and I'm just like, I don't know if it's because I'm doing so much guided meditation that my body is feeling more aligned or in tune, that when I do, you know, some stuff, like some substances, like fucking some Colombian toasties, I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel different. Same with the alcohol, man. I feel like my body already knows, is like, this is not good for you.
Yeah. Okay.
You shouldn't be doing this kind of thing. And I just feel odd.
So, Colombian toasties, they don't make you feel good. You kind of feel.
Yeah, no. I mean, at the time, obviously, you feel like, yeah, this is so good. But then, yeah, just progressing throughout the night, it's just like, fuck, I don't think my body actually wants this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's how I personally feel.
I've had. Yeah, I understand that feeling.
Yeah.
Is that the feeling of just like chasing more?
Because you feel shit that you just want. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I've never been so big in uppers in a sense. Like
Yeah,
even
okay.
like M or like pills or whatever. Like I've never been so keen for it. I've always been like psychedelics, you know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
Weed, psychedelics, like that's my fave. Like, cause bro, I've been doing a lot of the other guided meditation, and like I don't feel shit. I'm like more, I
Yeah.
want more, and
Yeah.
like, and I don't know, like I also do double guided meditation because I go left, right, put my headphones on, and do guided meditation, and I can just like travel into like somewhere else.
Yeah, different
because I'm not in my head. Like I'm in my head, but because I've done so much guided meditation,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm floating. And by me floating, I mean I'm just in a different state that then when I actually do guided meditation, it just feels fucking amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
But like I won't be able to do some Colombian toasties, put my headphones on. I mean, I
Get
could
into
try.
that. No, you
But I
wouldn't.
don't know what state I will be in. You know
It's
what I mean?
not for that. It's. I think.
Same with alcohol, right? Like
Yeah.
I can't get drunk and then put my headphones on and do like guided meditation
No.
because it just feels, I don't know, I just feel different.
It is. We spoke about it a few episodes ago. I guess the different antennas in your body and how different
True.
chemicals affect. I guess.
Yeah, like depending on the substance that we take, we're like tuning into something else.
Exactly.
Yeah, true. But
So-
with cannabis, is fucking great as well, especially
yeah.
when I mix cannabis and guided meditation. It's just
Yeah, of course, because they just go hand in hand. But I understand what you mean about the Colombian toasties, where.
I don't know. That's just how I've been feeling like lately.
Yeah. So maybe it is just maybe set and setting, or maybe it is that you've kind of rewired your brain for other sort of chemical pathways, which is
Yeah.
more a dissociative sedative as opposed to more like
What dissociative would be like guided meditation. do
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
exactly,
And
yeah.
then that's what my body's kind of craving. But see, like the actual meditation that I've been doing every single day is blessings of the energy centers. So we have 7 energy centers, which
Yeah,
is essentially
your
the 7 chakras.
Right.
And for 45 minutes, you go from 1 to 7, and you're blessing it. So it's kind of in a way making you feel more aligned, more in a homeostasis kind of state
Yeah.
where like everything just feels perfectly aligned. So I don't know. That's how I feel by me doing the meditation. And then when I take X amount of substances or this, and that, it's making me feel unbalanced.
unbalanced.
But it's mainly the Colombian toasties that make
Okay.
me feel like that.
Wow.
And then that's why on the Thursday when I had like a big Colombian toasty, I was just like, holy shit, I need to sit down for a second. You're like, oh no, take your jacket off. You're probably too hot. I'm like, no, I'm cold. But yeah, like I guess also because of that, I don't know. I don't know. But like that's just me. I don't know how much truth there is to it, but that's just how I feel.
No, fully understandable.
But apart from that, like I've been feeling just great.
Great.
Yeah,
I've
bro.
been feeling pretty great as well.
I've been feeling good. I did do another dropping session on Tuesday gone past, though, and then something that we dived into was that I never kind of look back to what my life used to be like, or even like, let's say when I was going through treatment and try to compare it to now and see how much I've, grown or how much I've become. Because apparently, like thinking about that stuff, it makes you feel good as well. So I'm like,
Yes.
fuck, you mean I can feel better than this by me thinking about the past and comparing it to now? Even though that it might not be a good practice, but sometimes it's good to see how far you've come.
Yes.
So I'm kind of trying to maybe implement that as well, but I haven't started doing that. But I'll get to it. What about you? Yeah, you were saying you were feeling good as well?
Yeah. I'm excited about my trip overseas.
Yeah, it's coming closer and closer.
It's coming
huh?
closer and closer.
When did you say you're leaving?
The 18th of April. So
Yeah, and what are your plans? Like, where you going and stuff? Tell us.
So I will be flying into Switzerland. Spend some time with family there, around Bosnia as well for a few weeks, and then planning on working on maybe a few of the Croatian islands.
What was the website again?
Workaway.info if anyone's interested. You can find, I guess, not working holidays, but work placements around the world in different locations. And a lot of the places will offer you free accommodation, free food, as long as you help with chores. Some of them are full house keeping,
Yeah, and some of them pay you as well, right?
and some of them do pay you as well. So it'll be like a full-time job, but you also have accommodation. And I found a really cool one on the island of Vis. Yeah, I think I'm just want to like build some patios and then just tan and swim all day. That's my
Yeah,
plan.
true. So your plan is to go Switzerland first, so that's where your plane ticket is, and then go
Yeah.
to Croatia? No,
Yeah, so Bosnia, Croatia,
Bosnia,
Serbia.
Okay, and then first 2 weeks or couple weeks you're going to be spending with fams, or
Yeah. Family, seeing everyone I haven't seen in a few years.
oh yeah, true.
My
Fuck.
parents will be there. My cousins are actually flying there as well, which
Yeah,
would be cool.
mad.
So there'll be a whole heap of us around Europe.
Yeah, and how long are you planning to stay around in Europe?
6 months.
Shit, 6 months. So
Yeah.
from April to like October.
Yep. Yeah.
Fuck.
September. I need to be back before October, but yeah.
Oh, you need to be back before October. You got things gone in October.
Yeah. But I think for the rest of my life, want to just experience summer.
Someone else.
Summer.
Yeah.
So just do summer.
Yeah. No, that's mad.
Yeah.
No, that's so good. I think it's always good to go and explore. Because, like, there's a question that my mate asked, like, to me is, like, how do you know Sydney is the place where you want to live and, grow old? And if not, what's another city? And I'm like, I actually don't know because I haven't been to many cities. Like, who
Yes.
knows that I might go to, I might go to Europe in a few months and come visit you and go to a city and I just fall in love and I'm like, fuck, this is the place where I want to live.
Yes.
Yeah, because we just don't know. Like, why are we just? I don't know. Like, would you live somewhere else, like for the rest of your life, apart from Sydney? Like, do you
Yes.
reckon you could do that? Yeah.
100%. My time in Sydney has always been a stopover, I think.
Yeah.
I've never felt at home in Sydney.
Just give yourself some headroom. Sorry, because obviously you can see. Yeah. I mean, I can move the camera up if you want a little bit.
No. I think it's all right if my head gets cut off a little bit. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm a
but
bit
I don't
hatter.
want to.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I'd rather have you below so I can actually crop you better.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we shoot in more than 1080, just so we can have room to crop in a little bit. But yeah, sorry to cut you off. I don't even know what you were saying.
I was saying that,
Yeah. So this is just a stopover.
yeah, so
Yeah.
had there not been a war at home, I would still be living in Bosnia or around there.
Fuck.
So I think an unfortunate circumstance brought me to Sydney. And my parents, my family have all done well, but I don't think I've ever felt truly
Like this is your home.
yes. And there are other places in Australia that feel more like home.
Yeah.
So obviously having my family and all my friends and everyone here now, maybe moving elsewhere, Queensland, like you said. But I'd probably prefer maybe Europe.
Yeah, well, I haven't been to Europe, so I don't know what it's like. And it's funny because would have been talking about Queensland earlier this year because I couldn't find too many people that, vibe similar to me. But then even by me just voicing that out and Like now we've been hanging out. You know what I mean? Like we
Yeah.
hang out fucking every couple days.
Exactly.
Every weekend, it's more of us. Like someone new comes along. Like you know what I mean? For 3 weeks, there was someone new coming that we were seeing every single
That's right.
weekend. And and it just trips me out because it's like fuck. Like I was thinking about moving somewhere else because I didn't feel like I had a group around me, and then all of a sudden everything just started hanging around, and I'm just like fuck. Like
I have
stop doing this to me, Maggie. Like stop thinking about this shit. Like.
I had this thought last night. I was laying in bed. For whatever reason, this period of my life, maybe the past few months, going into before I leave Europe, doesn't it feel like the end of like an era? Like for me, like for
Not
me,
really.
Not
What-
for you, probably not for you, but
Yeah.
Like, I feel like all these
Do
people
you
that
think
I
you're
hang-
stepping into like war as soon as you go to Europe or some shit? Like,
No, not like that, because I know there's going to be a period where I don't see people. And there was a period of a few years where I didn't see anyone or speak to anyone.
oh, true.
And now, like, we've all turned 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a bit of like a sort of...
True.
like,
Okay,
all
so like
loose
the
end
age
ends
thing.
up being tied up, and then maybe there's new experiences that come.
yeah.
So like we're not continuing from the
preparing
past.
yourself
Like,
for it.
like we're tying up the past nicely, and then opening ourselves to the future.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I feel.
That's good though, because in a sense, then you're kind of like accepting whatever happened in the past, or like even good or bad, whatever it might be, but then letting it go.
Yes,
So then you can make room for the future,
exactly.
which is probably the best thing that you're probably doing right now, man. Because like if we keep thinking about the past, we're never gonna be able to create our future. We're never
No.
gonna be able to go into it. Like we hold on to that shit for too long, man.
Way too long.
And like the past is usually connected to our emotions.
Yes.
So if we can clear all those emotions and we can clear the past, we're just left in gratitude.
Yes.
And then that's where we can start creating our own fucking realities and whatnot.
Most definitely.
Which is like I said, exactly the same thing that like Isaac from YKTR was implementing fucking 4 years ago probably when they were doing this shit, and look at where they are now.
Yeah.
Like this shit works, man. Like
It definitely works.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like I've been watching so many like transformation videos from random people, but they're all on Dr. Joe Dispenza's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
There's so many of them, bro. Like every week they keep updating, and it's just people that go to events
Yeah.
and they stand up in front of everyone and then just tell them how the work that they've been doing has affected them, and
Right.
it's just like, bro, if these cunts can do it, why can't I? And that,
Everyone
and like literally, that's what's teaching you.
Yeah.
That's literally the main reason why they're putting these testimonials. Is just showing you that all these people can do it. Like, and we're not different to these people.
No.
If these guys can do it, we can also do it. We
Yeah.
just need to put in the work.
That's right.
It's crazy shit.
It starts with believing first, believing in yourself, and then the power of
Yeah, believing and trusting in yourself.
power of being human. Just to take it back, we have chakras as humans. Do animals? Have you? It's a question I've never asked.
I feel like maybe it's to do with all living things,
Exactly.
but conscious beings, maybe. You know what I mean? Because like,
so like, would a whale have? Like, I consider
I
whales.
think- I
probably
think
the
a
next most
whale-
conscious.
yeah, or like a whale, maybe like a dolphin.
Yes, but
I think they need to be self-aware for them to know that they've got chakras, right? Because like you can't make a dog self-aware, kind of in a way. So then, how can we implement energy centers or chakras in an animal that can be self-aware of what they have? Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm making, but like that's how I feel like.
no, that
Like-
makes sense. But I just without the being knowing, do they still exist? Is sort of
I don't
like-
think so, because if they don't know, then it doesn't exist.
That's always like the what's the sound of one hand clapping, and does a tree make a noise
When it
if no
falls
one-
down, if no
one-
one's there to hear it,
Yeah, that's what like. Do your chakras exist without you being able to acknowledge them or understand?
Well, yeah, you're right. Well, I feel like they do, right?
Yes,
like for
they
us,
should.
they do.
Yes.
So for animals, I don't know, man. That might be something you want to like look up now. If you got your laptop right there, I don't know if it's got a new battery. It's dead.
I think it'd be bad practice for me to just start googling through things. I don't mind us talking. Maybe we just use the laptop for
Like dot points or whatever we need to actually talk about. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's a good point, man. Maybe for like next podcast, or if someone knows it, fucking comment it.
please.
Put some comments in the down below, whatever.
Does my cat general?
Fuck, do you have a cat?
I do in podcast land.
You don't have a cat.
Yeah. My cat is Tito's Paws. That's the name of it.
Tito's paws. Fuck.
Tito's Paws.
It's like Uncle Paw,
Uncle Paw, yeah.
but in Philippines. Hey, Tito Paw.
Tito Paws. Little Paws.
But that's a good question, man. I don't know. I feel like they do, but they have to be aware. But then you're right. Like that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like
Very.
very tricky. But fuck, like
Would you? Would you fuck an attractive dolphin?
I feel like if I spend a lot of time with a dolphin, yeah.
Fuck. That's hectic. That's heavy, Miguel. Yeah.
It's the truth, man. Like, bro, like, I guess you can fall in love with anything
You
as
can
long
fall
as
in love
you're
with
as long as you're spending a lot of time with them.
People fall in
But
love.
then again, that's fucked up though, because it's like, oh, I have a dog, and I hang out with my dog, or every day, and now it's like, would I fuck my dog? No, bro, no, that is fucked up.
You said I didn't say nothing.
I take it back. No, I would not fuck a dolphin, bro. What the fuck's wrong with you?
That's weird, man.
That is fucking weird. But I think it's been done. I feel like I think people have actually fucked dolphins.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
yeah.
People fuck a Volvo fucking S40, you know. what I
Oh
mean?
shit!
Yeah.
No, I don't want to be one of those people.
Yeah.
So
I'll take a Volkswagen Beetle on a motherfucking date, bro.
fuck. That's a fucking question. Would you fuck an attractive dolphin?
Yes. And what makes a dolphin attractive?
Yeah, but that's the other thing. Like,
I think the nose or the snout area needs to be round.
Yeah.
I don't want a pointy
Actually, yeah,
snout.
I was probably wrong. I don't think I will, because I don't think I can find a dolphin attractive.
Really?
Yeah.
The skin? They have like the nicest skin. Have you ever felt a dolphin? It's like the softest, most beautiful thing in the world.
No, I haven't. No, I don't think I have.
Anyway,
Would you?
If the dolphin had a nice ass, probably.
If the dolphin wants it, then I guess we
Yeah, it's all about what's the word? That's how bad of a man I am. I don't even know what the word is.
What, consensual?
Consent. Consent.
So Gogi over here doesn't give a fuck about consent. If
It's
you've
not a
been
word that I
touched,
use
if
often.
you've been touched by this man, please. Oh God.
So I think that should bring us in, not my sexual harassment in the past, but I reckon this should be the sex episode, Miguel.
Oh yeah, you did say that before. Why did you want to make this about the sex episode? Do you have some sex stuff to talk about?
Yeah, I think in the past 2 weeks I've really rediscovered my my sexual keenness. I've been like keen to just everything, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like a couple years back, like I would drive past beautiful women and I would just be like, yeah, whatever. But now it's just like, I don't know if it's like instinctual, I don't know, but I'm just like, fuck, she's so attractive. Like, I don't know if it's with age or...
I think it's age. I think maybe we're so confident in ourselves. The times in my life when I haven't really had a sexual drive, it's been when I've felt like depressed or like...
I don't even know if I call it sexual. I guess it is sexual drive because like you look at a girl and you're like, fuck, I want to fuck her. But
Yeah.
But you know what? Like today I was at the shops and I was like, what's stopping me from going up to this beautiful fucking girl and just telling her how beautiful she
Yes,
is?
absolutely nothing.
Nothing is stopping me. So I'm like, cause I sometimes watch YouTubers that go up to random girls and just pick them up, and I'm just like, it doesn't look that hard, and it's all about a numbers game.
Yes, it's
I
not
feel
hard.
like maybe we should practice one night and be
Yes.
like, bro, okay, every single girl that we think is hot as fuck, we're gonna go up to them
Have
and
to
tell
say
them,
something to 'em.
and tell them, yeah, and just see where it leads, bro.
Yeah.
Because like, who knows what can happen? You know what I mean? Like, we could be having more girl mates
Yes.
just by us being that, and then in turn, it's gonna give us more girls to actually. Do you know what I mean? Like, do whatever we want with. Yeah, without trying to say that, but like essentially, it's just numbers game, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The more girls that we talk to, the more girls we're gonna be hanging around. The more girls that we're gonna end up doing stuff with. If it's end up like falling in love, or you know what I mean, kissing, going out on dates, like whatever it may be.
So say out of 10 girls that we find attractive, after we say hello to them, how many do you think remain attractive out of 10?
Ooh, how many do you think still remain? Depending on how they react to us.
No, just
or
they might just say the dumbest thing. They might fucking be a dummy. They might be completely not interested.
yeah, 'cause
they might be a bitch. They might
Probably
be
50-50, man. Because
50-50?
because like attraction, right, comes from maybe like not attraction, but like we're probably attracted to these girls because of the way that they look, right? Initially, right? And then like they open their mouth and they might have an accent, like, and they might turn us off from it as well. So yeah,
or turn us on even more.
that's right. Like fuck,
Accents
and you
is
just
the-
don't know. And then
accents are really
like
cool.
maybe they're into it, and then that makes it even more of a turn on
Yes.
because you're like, oh shit, she wants it.
And maybe she's like playing hard to get, which is like
Fuck. But I feel like maybe we should do that. Like I was literally thinking about today that because bro, I was at fucking the shops and just like, oh my god, girls wearing like tight like fucking workout gear. This
Yes.
girl was just wearing a fucking bikini top with like workout shorts, and I'm just like, oh my, and like nice blue and pink, and I'm just like, fuck, like you're fucking pretty as fuck. You're hot as fuck. And then I look to the left, there's more girls that look like this, and I'm just like, oh my god, like what's stopping me from going up to these girls and be like, oh, I reckon you're fucking prettiest, or like, you know what I mean? Just be honest with them. Like, I find you heaps attractive. You don't have to be
what
like
is-
that. You'd be
what
like,
is stopping you?
nothing, man.
What
It's
stopped you today?
my head.
Yeah, but what are you saying in your head at the time? For the fellas out there, what are we saying to ourselves when we don't want to approach women?
I think it's more like, oh, she's not gonna want to talk to me, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
thinking about the
you don't wanna
negative
waste
things,
you
the
don't wanna waste
negative
her
reactions.
time? Is it you're gonna be embarrassed, ashamed if she says no?
More like embarrassed, I guess.
or
for me.
or are we all bitches and we're scared?
We're all scared.
We're all scared.
We're all scared.
If she says yes, because then we don't know what the fuck we don't know what to do, Miguel. If she's like, yeah, fuck me right now, then we don't know what to do. That's when you buckle. You're like,
What do you mean? If she says fuck me right now, I'm gonna like, all right, let's go, bro. What do you mean? I'm not gonna buckle, man.
Nah, you're gonna be like, oh shit, I got plans. I gotta get 5:30.
Fuck off. I need to go and feed my cat.
Nah, but I think there is a very small part of your head that's almost scared to.
It's 100% being scared
yeah.
because it's all about the unknown. Like we're just scared of what we don't know. Like that possibility where they might be like, that they might get pissed off or they might get angry. But you know what? I highly doubt that they'll get angry.
I don't think so. I think
And-
if you approach it the correct way and not be sleazy and just be like, hey,
Yeah.
what's up? Like,
That's right. And like, you look presentable, and then I guess, you kind of act as if like you own your shit. Mm-hmm. Cause like, yeah, I think I want to try that out though, and just see how it goes. Because the more that I do it, the more I'm gonna learn, and the more that we can even teach people. You know what I mean? The more we can talk about it and be like, hey, we went out on Friday night. We went to this place.
Yeah.
We approached 15 girls. 7 of those girls ended up having a nice convo afterwards
Yes.
because all I did was tell them that they look fucking pretty.
exactly. And out of 15 of those, maybe 10 of them are going to subscribe to the podcast, which y'all need to do. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell.
The bell and notification for when we upload. What else about like sex did you want to have? Okay, well, you said that you're king, like. You just want to everyone at the moment? Like,
No, it's just been like a lot more. I think I spent a long time where I just thought like, fuck, man, can I be bothered?
so, yeah, 100%. Well, but bothered for what?
But exactly.
Bothered to be in a relationship, but that's already
wasn't even-
overthinking about
Yeah,
it, like
yeah.
thinking too ahead of it. Because I used to be like that too. I'm like, I don't want to go talk to a girl because she's gonna waste my time, or like we're gonna waste each other's time. We're gonna
Yeah.
be playing hard to get, but like it doesn't even have to go to that. It
Exactly.
could just be like a 10-second conversation.
Exactly.
Where it's like
I don't want to text you or whatever. I just want to like talk to you
just
in the moment.
Yeah, and be like, oh, you fucking look pretty as like, you know what I mean? And like that might make her day.
Yeah.
And then we just go on about our days.
That's right.
But at least we're putting out positivity. You know what I mean? We're putting it
Exactly.
out all this loving.
Smile. When you walk past like whoever you're attracted to, male, female, whatever it may be, trans, whatever, smile. Like people don't smile at each other anymore. I've started to just like smile at girls and they smile back. It's like not a
Yeah.
creepy smile, but like you just give them a little nod like you would.
Like
anyone.
if it's your mate. Yeah.
And I like for sure makes their day better and your day better because you've interacted like
Yeah.
on some sort of level.
Yeah.
And
You
then
know, yeah, sorry.
No, I think that's all.
Thinking about that, I feel like when I was in relationships with a girl, I could be more open to other girls.
Yeah.
So like me
You're so much
knowing,
more open.
I don't know what it.
Comfortable?
Yeah, maybe more comfortable. Like because you're conversating, you're talking to a girl so much that you feel comfortable talking to a girl. Because thinking about it now, like when I was much younger and I had a girlfriend, I would always be like, oh, like two girls that had pretty eyes. So like, fuck, you have fucking pretty eyes. Even if it was me at like a restaurant ordering some food.
Yep.
Like if I saw a girl that had pretty eyes, I'd just fuck, you have pretty eyes.
Yeah, that's like the most Latino thing I've ever.
Oh, really? Did they say that? but like, I feel like I was only doing that when I've been in a relationship.
Yes. One, you're comfortable. Two, you have, sex readily available to you.
True.
So it's not like
So you're not
it's not the
wanting-
first thing on your head.
So you're not wanting to. I mean, sometimes you do. You know what I mean? Even if you have a girlfriend, you
Yeah.
still have those thoughts.
You 100% you do. Yeah. That's the reason that we shouldn't have girlfriends. We should have girlfriends.
You're more keen on an open relationship.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't mind if actually I do. I want to be open on my side, not open on her side.
It's gonna
I'm
be
joking.
both ways, man.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's why I like. I don't know, man.
Even
But,
like
what is a relationship?
Yeah. Well, see, like I was even thinking about this today as well. Like when we drive past girls, and if I do have a girlfriend, I want to make sure that my relationship is so open where I can be like, can I look at other girls? Obviously, like I'm still gonna find other girls attractive, even though I have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And
That's
how
normal.
open are we to it? Like I think, like I feel like a lot of relationships don't have this conversation.
Yes.
And they're just like, no, you're not allowed to look at other girls because now
No.
you're going out with me. When it's like, but us boys and girls, we're always going to be attracted
Yeah.
to the other. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like there needs to, like, they always do say communication.
Yep.
It's going to be the key to a good relationship, right?
There shouldn't be constraint
Like, we should be free.
to look. All right, I understand.
Or
if
even
you-
think, bro, like, what's
Yeah.
wrong with me having a girlfriend and seeing another girl that I think is attractive? And like in my head, like, because we're like, or because I'm a male and maybe I don't know, through my past or whatever, like, I'll see a girl that I want to fuck. I'm going to be thinking about fucking her, even though if I have a girlfriend.
Yes.
And is that bad?
No, it's not bad. I had an ex-girlfriend that would get into like full-on screaming matches with me over porn, like. I
Because
wouldn't
you
be
were
able-
watching porn?
Yeah. Or like if there'd be porn on my phone and stuff. She's like, what? Like, I'm like, yeah, until you can do this or look like this, then that's fine. you know what I mean?
how long did that relationship last after you said that?
Yeah, it did not long, bro. We were already sort of in the death throes, the ending of the relationship.
Yeah, you just knew that the relationship wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes, even like if we were to talk about relationships, sometimes we find ourselves in relationships that we don't even want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
But it just becomes the norm. It's just like we just get too comfortable. And
Right.
we're like, you know what? Might
You
as well
just
just
fall
give her a
into it.
chance.
Yes.
And I feel like so many marriages are like that
Yep.
nowadays.
Yep.
I'm like, yeah, like they might have liked each other 10 years ago, but I can't see the connection now.
No. There's a song by the Growlers. It's called I wouldn't say when you were young or something. It's like
I can't remember.
anyway,
wouldn't
but
know.
the song's like, when you were made. It's like they were in love when you were made, but they're not anymore.
True.
They were just stuck in like a phase or something.
Yeah.
That's like I
It's
feel
like that, man.
Yeah.
I feel like so many relationships are like that, and I feel bad and sorry for these people.
So do I. And then
Like even going to like people's weddings, and you're just like, I don't, probably gonna last 4 or 5 years max. Who wants to bet with me? Like, you know what I mean?
And they do like at the slightest like bit of, I don't know what's what I'm looking for, like trouble, relationships just collapse because people.
Yeah, because it's just been like building up because they're not meant to be. Like you just know that.
They're just being forced by whatever your parents, society,
Yeah.
financial pressures. Okay, I want to buy a house, so I need to marry someone so we can pull our money together and.
But oh man, I hate that. Like people are just giving away the power. Not like, don't they know that this could be the only life they're gonna live? This is all you've got. Like the time is fucking now. Like why are you getting comfortable in a relationship that you know it's not for you
Yep.
and that it's not gonna work? Like
Yep.
why? Like this is all you've got. Like I didn't get it. Like fucking wake up to yourself and start making some changes. Probably start loving yourself more.
Love
so you can
yourself.
attract.
Yes, Miguel.
So you can attract someone that also loves you. I don't know, man. Like fucking, There's so much I could talk about. Like
I
people
want
just
someone that I spend all day in the same house with. We don't have to talk. We can just look at each other, smile, and but like know that we like are fully in love with each other.
yeah,
And don't have to fucking like express it at every moment, which is sometimes like, you know, when people get so paranoid in a relationship and like are always asking for
love
Yeah,
or
I-
affection.
affection, not even love, affection, but just that what's the word? Yes, when people when
Like
you,
they just get needy. They're like, why
Yeah.
why aren't you doing this? Why didn't you do that? Chivalry? No.
validation.
Yeah. Okay.
Validation that like the person loves you, and then if,
True.
Yep.
Well, see, like if you're seeking validation that the person loves you, it's because you don't love yourself.
Yep.
Like you don't love yourself enough that you're seeking external validation.
Yeah.
And again, that's just not gonna get you anywhere. That's what they
Not gonna
say.
get you
Work on
anywhere.
yourself. Like work on yourself, love yourself, and then you find the one for you.
Yes.
That's an actually interesting question. Do you think the one for you is a thing, or you think you make that person the one for you?
No, I think there is not just one, but there is a certain type of person that you agree with more than
Compatible with?
Yeah.
That could be the one.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
I feel like we should be thinking it that way as well. Like we should always be thinking that out there is that one for you. We just need to find them.
Yeah.
Because if you don't think that way, then why you don't, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. You're just not driven to look for it or to even find love.
it's not even about that. Like, it's just like I think companionship is fun, right?
Well, we as humans apparently need to have someone all the time.
Maybe not all the time, but definitely someone that you know will be there when you do need them in those times.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. That's my interpretation. I can't have someone that I need to text all day every day. That I need to see 5 out of 7 days.
Yeah.
All that stuff. I think that's why most relationships haven't worked for me because I can like.
Because bro, you're attracting the same type of people, and it might not be because you're not loving yourself enough to attract someone that loves themselves as much as you love yourself.
Yeah.
That it's just gonna work because, like,
Everyone's comfortable.
yeah, and they're just gonna get it. Like everything is just gonna work so perfectly. You're gonna be like, fuck, like what? Like how is this happening? Oh, true. It's probably because I love myself so much.
Yeah. Only love myself, love my girl, and my family.
Love your friends, man. Love your friends.
Yeah, I do, man. I've been so happy that I've like rediscovered my friends in the past few months, weeks, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've spoken about this before when it's like, fuck, is it because we've both been in such a good place, like physically and just energetically, I guess, that we've kind of attracted
Yeah.
ourselves and then have attracted all these other people that we used to hang out with back into our lives kind of thing.
And I hope everyone feels that as well, like feels
Yeah.
like the positivity and the love and
Yeah, I feel like that too, man. I feel like 100% everyone's feeling that. Everyone's
Yeah.
getting G'd up for things. It's like, oh, let's do this, let's do that.
Yeah.
Fucking Ray seems keen to come hang out on Sunday. We should book those tickets.
definitely.
Yeah, it would be really good to see him. Like, I was surprised he replied. But I guess it's because, like you used to watch this with him back in the day, so it's kind of like, I don't know how to say it. Like, I guess it's not like a big deal, but it's something that it's out of the ordinary in a sense.
It's not something that comes
It's not
along
like
very often.
yeah. It's not like, hey, let's go watch this movie. It's like so specific about a time in your life, kind of thing, that it kind of G'd him up, I guess, to come out. And then he said that he's feeling a bit better to come out as well because.
And I hope so. And that's as soon as I saw it.
Really?
So for the viewers, we're gonna go watch a French movie called Fantastic Planet. It's a French cartoon.
How did you even see it? Like, how did it come about?
Because
That's so weird, randomly
Yeah.
fucking to come up.
I'm a member of Golden Age Cinemas in Surrey Hills, and you get
How long
there
have you been a member for Golden Age Cinemas?
years.
Really? Did you ever used to get flyers or emails about clipped music festivals or clip music premieres?
No.
True, because that's where we used to do it. We used to have clip music video premieres at the Golden Age Cinema in Surrey Hills.
Oh, wow,
So
there
I
you
think it was Thursdays. Every first Thursday of the month,
Yeah.
they used to run an event where people would submit the music videos. It could be the artist, it could be the director, the producer,
Yeah.
whoever the actor that's in it, and then we'll get to play it in the cinemas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking cool, man. But because of COVID, they died out. We helped with Clipped a lot.
Do you like film stuff for them or?
Yeah, we used to film some stuff there as well. They're doing their clip music. They're doing the festival next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys are down, like I'm pretty sure I can get some comp tickets that we can just go suss it out.
I'm always down.
Pretty cool. And I think we might work on it, but I'm not too sure at the moment. But yeah, sorry, continue. So you just got an email from or
Yeah, so currently they're showing. So for people that don't know Golden Age, they show.
it's like a boutique kind of cinema,
Yeah.
small cinema, maybe fits around 50 people sitting down.
That's right. I wouldn't even call it cinema. I'd call it a small film theater.
Yeah, they do rent it out. I think.
You can do
Yeah,
parties and birthdays and stuff.
They played like the last episode of
Sopranos? No, I don't know. I wish they did. That's why.
no, what's the one with the dragons and Khaleesi?
Oh, right, Game of
and-
Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they paid maybe like 2.5 for the night or some shit just to rent it out.
Oh wow, that's not expensive at all. I don't
No, it
think.
wasn't that expensive.
Considering there's probably what 50 seats in there.
Yeah, like I said, it's like 50 seats. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you just go hang out with your mates or like watch whatever. Yeah.
And they're doing intergalactic, intergalactic is the name of like the whole the
wait,
series.
what is that a song?
Yeah, it's the Beastie Boys song. So firstly, that's like one of Ray's favorite songs. He would always play it.
Really?
Yeah. So just the fact that the whole like series of movies they've named Intergalactic Planetary, I thought it was cool. And then I'm scrolling through and Fifth Element comes up. And first I'm like, fuck, let's watch Fifth Element with everyone. Jean-Luc
Oh,
Besson's
Fifth Element.
The Fifth Element.
With Bruce
Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Mila Jovovich, or I think whatever her name is.
No idea.
Multipass, Lilu. Anyway, that's such a beautiful movie, and I thought, let's watch this on film at Golden Age,
Yeah.
maybe do whatever. And then as I'm scrolling down, Fantastic Planet comes up, which is even trippier because
Oh, that's the name of the movie, Fantastic Planet.
Yeah.
Okay.
whatever the translation is in French.
In French, yeah.
Yeah, and I remember, watching Enter the Void, movies like that.
During those times.
During those times, so when we would be in, Luke's house and just,
like 18, 19.
yeah, probably 19, taking a whole bunch of acid, watching trippy movies, listening to like trippy music, and I remember Ray would like play Fantastic Planet for me.
True, he was into it.
Yeah,
He got
was
you
the-
into it.
Yes, yeah. It was his thing. Like Fantastic Planet was his thing. It was like, and we would just like love the animations and the colors, and it was just like so beautifully drawn and like these aliens and stuff. Anyway, and then I think they would play it. There was a video of it being played like dubstep or something, or maybe
Yeah,
Ray would
okay.
play dubstep to it.
Fuck.
And it was just a very like
It's taking me back to like
Yeah,
My
that's
Little
nice.
Pony fucked up videos.
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
shit! Oh my brain.
that era. And then when that came up, obviously I haven't seen Ray in years. I thought, what a way for us to like reconnect.
Yeah. Fuck, that's crazy though. Like, what are the odds of shit
Yeah.
like that just happened?
Just
It's like,
happened,
and then you message me because you obviously, I guess you don't have his number or
I was
whatever.
looking for his number. Don't have his number.
Yeah. And then I sent him a message straight away, and I was not, expecting anything of it, because I know that he's obviously dealing with shit and stuff. So I was like, you know what, let's just do it. And he replied, and he's like, yeah, I'm fucking down.
Yeah. Which is
So hopefully, man, like if we book the tickets after this, we just keep talking about it. And I guess, look, it's gonna be fucking good to see him, especially with you. You haven't seen him in fucking years.
Yeah.
He's been dealing through a lot, so I feel like he needs that love, especially like if we feel that that we're fucking feeling great.
Yeah.
Especially both of us together, like, bro, yeah,
vibrate
you know
onto
what I
him,
mean?
yeah.
Bro, like, sometimes it makes me wonder, like, fuck, I wish I could just close my eyes. I could just feel the fucking vibration that is coming from, like, just our being.
That's it.
And it's like, yeah, man, and it's like, fuck. So, like,
Just to give him positivity and
bro,
love.
100%. Like, the, like, fucking reason that I wanted to go to the funeral was because of that. Like, I felt my vibration was going to be vibrating, or, like, I would have just been, just full of love going into this place and just try to, like, you know what I mean? Like, balance out the power because or the energy that was out there, because a lot of people are going to be upset and sad and are going to be feeling that. And I'm like, here I am.
They would have been in
take
like
out all my energy
an
almost. You know
emotional
what I mean?
vacuum where you've got like
That's what
emotional
I.
surplus.
Well, that's what I was thinking about, and that's why I wanted to go. I was even thinking about taking 2 grams of mushies and then putting myself really into that place where I'm like a vacuum, where I can like take in all these negative emotions. So I guess I wouldn't even want to call it negative emotions, because they're just emotions that we like. Everyone's gonna have to experience. So, but just trying to turn that sadness into love, and hopefully by me just being there, I can project that onto them. And yeah, maybe I'm trippy to think about this shit, but this is literally what I think about. Bro, the amount of times
important.
that someone that I've been close to my heart that has passed away, first thing I do is take mushrooms that night. And like why and like what I imagine while I take mushrooms is that my soul is helping them to go to the
Pass
next
through
stage.
the
Yeah.
next, yep.
Like, bro, the amount of times, like, I can think 3 times that I've taken mushrooms after I found out someone has passed away, just so I can meditate, go into this place, like, pass out, go into this place where I'm helping them go to the next stage. And yeah, fucking, I don't know, call me crazy or whatever, but I guess that's just the way that I am.
I don't think you're crazy at all. I think that's probably the sanest thing that anyone
Yeah.
has ever said, because it's the truth. It's the literal truth.
Well, I kind of took it from the Tibetan Book of the Dead, right, where they talk about that our consciousness is still alive for 40 days after. And that's exactly the same thing that they talk about in that movie that you just mentioned, Enter the Void.
Into the void.
Because the consciousness is still alive after he
Yep.
dies.
Yep.
And he's reliving all the shit that it's been going through. But yeah, and it's funny because I even talk about on my podcast yesterday that when I used to take a lot of psychedelics 4 years ago, and when I would do it by myself, I would go into my room, and I would always used to think about 4 and 7 and the 4th and 7th chakras, and
Which
try
are?
to align them together.
What are the 4th and 7th?
So 4th is your heart, and 7th is like meant to be your
crown?
higher plane. Yeah, the crown. So it's not meant to be within you, but it's meant to be a bit higher than you, but
Yep.
you can still connect to it.
Just above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then when I do the meditations, they make it that the 7 is within you, so it's in your head.
Mm-hmm.
So, but bro, like I learned that from listening to Capital Steez.
This is yes, yeah. Capital Steez was
Yeah.
the first time I'd ever heard, or not first time I'd ever heard, but the first time I'd actually acknowledged what he
Like
was
the
talking
chakras.
about.
Oh, about that.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to find this picture that I wanted to show my girl, and I thought I saved it, but I hadn't.
What's the picture about?
It's so funny that the United States Patent Application Publication, January 19th, 2006. Okay, someone made a patent. Let me open this fucking thing up. Correspondence address, John St. Clair, 4A, 52 Kings Court, San Juan, what I assume is Puerto Rico.
San
So somewhere
Juan.
in Puerto Rico, someone's put a patent in 2006. This invention is a training system which enables a human being to acquire sufficient hyperspace energy in order to pull the body out of dimension so that the person can walk through solid objects such as wooden doors. So a human being can acquire hyperspace energy, pull the body out of dimension,
Yeah.
this dimension,
Yeah, 3D.
and walk through solid objects. The way it's been drawn is so crazy because it's just the chakras, right? But isn't that like such a weird diagram of the chakras? And for it to be like a US patent, someone's like trying to patent chakras.
True. I don't know why the G is really down below though.
Isn't the G in the ass?
Yeah, but the G is pointing like
Maybe to his hand or something?
no, like as if he's got like a fucking schlong and it's like massive thing
Right.
all the way on its leg.
I think that might be the cone though. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, because the cone's going that way back in.
Yeah.
Because see, look, the A cone is going down.
Yeah.
True, bro. What? I'll put up the picture up. I'll just make sure you send me the link and I can
Yeah.
put it up. But
So as you were talking about aligning, I guess, your chakras,
well, that's what I'm doing with the meditation.
or the energy systems, I think it's the truth. There's a definite truth. But I wonder if we could look into this this training system that this guy.
In 2006, they painted it. Oh,
Yeah.
like,
So the guy's name. So the patent is Walking Through Walls Training System by John Quincy St. Clair in San Juan, Puerto Rico. So maybe we find this guy. Good chance 14 years ago he may still be alive. And just ask him, what the fuck was this about, dude?
nah, the CIA killed him, bro.
If the CIA killed him, maybe we shouldn't. No, but
It's alright, we'll just call him Auto Technique. He'll help
like
us out.
like, wouldn't it be cool to like find out what this guy was on? Like where he got to in his sort of, because I'm almost levitating, bro. I know, and Miguel is too, right? We're almost levitating.
I told you, bro, man. Fuck, I can levitate. You want to show you? Cut
Yeah,
the cams,
cut
bro.
the
Cut the cams.
cams.
Because, bro, if people like, it's hard though. Hey, like, imagine if there are people that can do the supernatural, and every time someone puts it up on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, it gets taken down automatically,
Yep.
like straight away.
Yeah. Or it gets called out for being some sort of hoax.
Yeah.
I also think. Have you ever seen that movie called Mystery Men
I don't think
with
so.
Ben Stiller? It's about.
Nah.
They're all superheroes, but they all suck. Like they all don't have powers. And one of the guys' superheroes, played by Cisco, is
The actual
yeah, the rapper Cisco.
dong, da dong, dong, dong. That guy.
Dong, dong, dong. I think he's invisible, but only when people don't look at him.
Yeah.
Like he stops being invisible as soon as someone looks at him, which is such a funny like power.
So when someone looks at him, it's not there anymore.
No. When people look at him, he stops being invisible.
Oh, what? So no one has to look at him,
Yeah.
and then no one sees him.
And-
But then what about cameras?
That's the thing. Like,
True.
yeah, I can't remember how, but
Fuck. That actually reminds me of the I don't know if it's the theory of probability. No, it's not theory of probability. But they did this study where they were sending electrons into one specific path, and then one day they decided to put like a split in the middle, right? And then the electron would always go towards one direction, but when someone was observing it, they would go the other way. I can't remember what the law of that is, or like. But like it's a whole like it's a full-on study that by someone putting the attention on it, the whole thing changes.
yes. It's not Schrodinger. It's not.
I remember reading shit like that when I was like 18, 19, smoking
so-
weed and just
You observing the experiment changes the outcome of the
Correct,
experiment.
yeah.
And there's a law or a theory.
yeah that.
But how crazy is that? Because so that's pretty much what that is,
Yeah.
and what we've been saying since the start of this episode about: do things exist unless they're being observed, or is reality real without it being observed by us, or whatever it may be? I can't ask the question correctly, but
Yeah, no, you kind of lost me there. But yeah, like is reality
So
is reality existent because we are observing it?
yeah. Are we only the way we speak of manifesting reality and how we are able to possibly shape and frame our future through intent and exercise and sort of mental programming and
Yeah.
meditation and whatever else. Are we in fact creating our reality in such a way that if this reality was not to be observed by anyone, if all 6 billion humans and other living creatures weren't here, would this reality cease to exist? And I would say yes, because we're only a reflection of images where each of us looks at an image and says, yes, this is
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're agreeing on a system.
Correct.
Yeah. And I don't have anything else to say about it, but other than I don't think without something being observed, it
Yeah.
is what we think it is.
And I think it all starts with just the thought that this reality, like if you start to think that this is not the reality and you start to, I think that's how you start to create your future reality. Because like the way that you do it, you start to visualize a future that you're in, right? And then you start to create that field.
Yes.
And then all you do is just step into it.
Yes.
Because it's already created.
Yeah.
Because like time is always constantly going, right? So now is all we've got. And then the future is also in its own timeline, right? So it's kind of like us just kind of going into that reality. So it's like kind of saying that multiple dimensions or multiple realities actually exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where, yeah. So what I think you're saying is maybe different to what I'm saying. is
Okay.
You think the future is always happening, and where that future.
Well, like every probability is happening. Like,
Yes. Yeah.
like
okay. And we're just
they're all
just
happening.
choosing our own path.
we're
through
we're
those
like
probabilities.
we're like tuning that probability more in aligned with ours, and then once it's ready, then we just go into it because it's right next to it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like all the probabilities of anything happening in our lives are out there, and when we just start to think about one specific one, we're attracting it closer and closer to us.
Yes,
So
yes,
then
yes.
we just step onto it.
That's fucking trippy, man.
That's the way that
I love that because
I'm starting to think about
I-
everything now. Like specific, it's like the more work that I do, it's like fuck. This is like we're essentially becoming supernatural. Like that's essentially what happened. And like that's bro. It's funny because my first ever podcast, and I talked about this yesterday. I wrote this where I'm gonna read it out to you, right? And it says, "How do you become supernatural? When everyone else is in fear, that's the time to show courage. When everyone else is in lack, that's the time to give. When everyone else is judging, that's the time to show compassion. When everyone else is hysterical and racing to the top, you're calm, present, and you're already there. And if you keep doing what's unnatural, sooner or later, it'll become supernatural." Bars.
that is bars, man.
Man, like that's like we just need to start to believe that all our prayers have already been answered, and that's how I end it. Just live your life as if your prayers have already been answered. Like the future that you want to be in has already been created for you.
Why is it so difficult for people to, like what you said, to, when everyone is judging, have the most compassion,
Yeah.
and then you go on. Sorry, I can't remember all of them. But
Yeah.
like, what makes it so difficult for people to not have those attributes and qualities?
I think we're just programmed that way.
Yeah, you think
Like biological programming.
because it's so easy to forgive
But
people.
it's
so easy-
changing now. Like us, by younger generations now, they're being more woke. They're kind of reprogramming our DNA in a sense.
Yeah.
And I think it's called epigenetics. It's not changing the DNA, but it's changing the molecule structure maybe, without affecting the DNA. So you're changing yourself without affecting your DNA, and that's called epigenetics.
Epigenetics. Okay, I haven't
Yeah.
heard of that before.
Yeah, well, bro, there's so much things that I'm still learning, and I'm just like, fuck, wow. But I need to read so much about it for me to feel comfortable enough to like talk about it.
Yep.
Because I still feel like I'm still learning so much that I don't feel confident enough to be like, oh, this is that, or this is this.
Yes.
But I feel like people don't do that, and like I said, it's because they're just the programming, like their biological programming it's been through programming, through like years and years, and also I think people just like to live in fear.
People do like to live in
They
fear.
don't want to go and step into the unknown.
Yes.
They're scared of that. They just rather like live the life that they're living right now, even though that they're unhappy because it's what they are used to. That's what they know. Like
Yeah.
that's what they know. And
Even their unhappy existence is less.
they would always go back to it. Like even if they were to try something different for a week, it'll always be that fear that'll get them back into the that fucking wheel
Cycle
the cycle that they were on before.
Yeah. Because
And again, it comes from not loving themselves enough. Because once you love yourself enough, you don't care about anything. Like, fuck, this might be happening. This might be wrong.
you
this
don't have to prove anything to anybody.
You don't need to seek that external validation. You don't do things just so you can fit into the group of people that you hang out with.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you don't need to own this specific type of clothes. You don't need
Yeah.
to, you know what I mean? You don't need
Yeah.
to be socially acceptable, I guess, in a sense.
Yeah. I 100% agreed. I've I think that's where not sort of separating myself from people for a few years allowed me to fall in love with myself, because I
Yeah.
spent more time with myself
With
than
yourself.
anyone else, and
Yeah.
would go and do activities alone and things that maybe before I wouldn't have done, because if I had said to people, okay, let's go do this and this thing, they would have said, nah, fuck that, like I don't want to go.
Yeah.
So maybe I wouldn't have done it. But
Correct.
then as you're just, hanging out with yourself or whatever, you have the confidence to just go out and do whatever
Yeah.
individually. And then you can bring that sort of excitement to a group of people and they feed off that as well. And maybe you show them something new they haven't seen before.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And like I feel like
So you
we
need to have the confidence in yourself to be able to,
to do things.
not even,
Yeah.
to do things, and then also to be able to convey those things without any sort of
Yeah.
embarrassment. or
Yeah.
whatever.
And I feel like we're programmed to always be with people. Like, bro, like primary school, you know what I mean? Like you didn't want to be, or even
Alone.
high school, you didn't want to be the loner. You didn't want to be by yourself during lunch. You
Yeah.
would always try to seek other people that are similar to you so you can hang out in packs.
Yeah.
And it's been programmed through us through like I said, maybe childcare even, or like as pretty much since birth, like we always need to be around people.
Yeah.
When sometimes that's not the case.
Yep.
Like best things usually happen when you're alone and you're by yourself and
Yep.
you're actually self-discovering yourself.
Exactly.
And then
There's so much more time for you to discover you,
that's right. Yeah. And then you can find your own happiness. And bro, like it goes back to the same thing. Like once you truly are happy and once you truly love yourself and you're not hanging on to the past with all these fucking bad emotions. I say bad because obviously there would be, I would just say negative emotions.
Yep.
Bro, once you're into once you're in that state, all you want to do is share that. And you want to go up to people and be like, fucking wake up, cunt. Like,
Yeah.
stop living fucking pissed off and angry at yourself. Like, you're controlling this shit. Yeah. That's what I just wanted to say.
I have that same feeling about just being on Molly, for example.
Yeah.
It gives you such a surplus of love that you want to give it away.
That's right. True. Fuck.
You know what I
Yep.
mean? Yeah. It's like, fuck, I have all this like
Yeah.
good intention and love inside me. I want to give it to someone.
Yeah.
Where, you know what I mean? There are certain things like, for me, alcohol were like, I felt empty and didn't have any love inside.
Yeah.
So I would
it's
always,
like the opposite.
so I would,
It's
I
like
would
the
try to
destroyer.
hurt people to get,
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah. I feel the same. It's just like destroying. It's like destructive energy in a sense that you're getting from the alcohol.
Yeah. And then that obviously you take from other people, and then those people, their mood decreases or their
Yeah,
emotions.
just hurting other people, and
Yeah.
then they go into hurting other people as well, and it just creates like a chain reaction.
And just a bomb of negativity.
Yeah,
On the Young Primitives, we're about positive vibes only.
positive vibes only,
Positivity, baby.
positivity and gratitude. Now, I want gratitude. Now, put it in my hand. Break into my house and put it in my hand. Now.
Put the gratitude in the bowl.
I feel like this is what I was thinking as well. I feel like there needs to be like apps that remind you to be more grateful. Like, why aren't there apps like that? Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? And I want to set up an alarm on my phone every single hour to just tell me practice gratitude, practice gratitude.
I've tried to do an act of charity a day. It can be very small, very large, whatever, but to do an intentional act of charity, whatever it may be.
What do you mean by that?
It could be something as simple as, obviously, if you see a homeless person, then you have change. Just give them all your change.
Yeah.
That's like the most simple thing I can think of at the moment. But
Okay, no, I get what you mean. But trying to look for it every single day?
let it come to you, but be cognizant and recognize an opportunity where you could be charitable and take,
Yep.
especially if it's it may be at a cost to you or something, or you know what I mean, I can't think of stuff off the top of my head, but it may be detrimental to you in the moment, but beneficial to someone else. and you choosing that person over yourself is like humbling, and
Yeah.
it's good to do. And obviously, you're helping people, but it's also
Like helping others before you help yourself.
yeah, giving people a ride. If someone needs a cigarette, if someone looks like they might be hurt or injured or lost or
Yeah.
in some sort of problem, asking if they're okay, giving
Yeah.
them a hand.
Like how many times, like bro, like sometimes we walk past people that actually look like something is going on. Like you know what I mean? And it's not hard to just be like, "Hey,
No,
you're
you're
right.
right,
Like,
yeah.
is everything all good?"
And they might be like, yeah, whatever, I'm good, or they might be like, yeah, fuck, I need help, and then
They
help
just
them.
might need someone to talk to. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Just thinking about that, like it just reminded me of this thought that I was conversating with one of my mates, and he was telling me that he got a new job and now he's working in North Sydney. He lives around here, so he's catching the train. And he was like, bruh, like literally first day I caught the train, just being around like people that hated themselves for going to work,
Yeah.
just put him in a bad mood straight
Of
away.
course. I could
And I was
imagine.
just like, fuck, like actually people don't think about this shit. Like everyone is catching this like one train. You're like packing, 100, 200 people all like vibrating at a low vibration because they're all angry at themselves because they got to go to job.
Yep.
And they're all like riding in a pack, which is just creating bigger and bigger waves. And I'm just like, holy fuck! Like no one thinks about this shit, man.
You go from station to station and pick up just
More is bro. This energy ball is just getting bigger and bigger.
I feel sorry for the first guy that got on the train. By the time he gets to Central, he just fucking
Right, and
His
it's
life
and
must
it's
be
like,
horrible.
and then like people don't even think about it. It's like, why do I feel so shit? It's probably because you were hanging around with people that were vibrating so low that you've picked all that up that you just can't get away from
They all
it.
woke up too early. They're all tired. They're all cold.
Do you know what I mean? Like they wake up, they open up the phone, they got problems to deal with every single time. Like it's just putting themselves in such a low vibration that fuck. How do we help these people, man? Because that's the only thing that I keep thinking about. Is like, how do I help these people? Like, what can we do?
stuck in a trap.
Like, how do we change the fucking vibration that these cunts are putting out by being so negative and by hating their lives? We can't. Like, I just don't know how to, man. I wish I was powerful enough to just be like, just change the energy that has been. Do you know what I mean? Like, fucking put like 5G towers that are just vibrating positive energy or like, like love and gratitude all the time. Like, how do we do that? Like, do we need to listen to specific frequencies? Because
Nah.
have you heard about like the 432 frequency or whatever number there may be, and how you can listen to it and then it puts you in a good state or whatever? Like, do we need to do that in like masses? Like, do we need to like hijack
Transmit.
radio stations and transmit this specific frequency without no one knowing, but do it and test it out and see what happens?
See what
Like,
happens? Yeah.
fuck, like how do we get people involved? Hopefully people that have watched this, at one point they're going to be like, let's fucking do it. Let's fucking...
I don't think it needs to be electronic or mechanical. I think
Yeah,
you
okay.
influence one person, that person influences someone else, and then
Well, even like getting... Because like, have you heard about
positivity
stories...
is like a virus, man, but a positive, like a happy virus.
Like, have you heard when like monks get together and then
Yeah.
you can just see their vibration kind of change and shit? Maybe that's all we need to do, bro. Imagine like we get 10 people that are really well connected with themselves, and they just sit on the train and they do that, and then we fucking test it out and see what happens.
How angry would everyone be? Imagine we got on the train and we just like,
I was like, fuck, I didn't come up for this shit.
like, shut the fuck up.
I don't know. These are the thoughts that I have, man.
I'd love to. I'm so with you. I would. Let's go. This weekend we're jumping on a train and we're omming.
We're just sitting down, umming, and then every time that we see an attractive girl, we're gonna go up to them and tell them how hot they are. So we've been going for just over an hour, now in 13 minutes. I feel like an hour to an hour 30. I'm happy with like.
So am I. I think that felt quite good. I don't think we're like.
felt very like flowy, like it flew. Like sorry, if it had a good flow to it.
Yes. So let's do. I think let's call that the episode.
Yeah.
And
But you did want to talk about like sex more, and I feel like we kind of like dragged on to. I mean, we didn't drag on, but we kind of steer away from it.
No, let's bring.
Was there anything specific though that you wanted to mention, or was it just because I guess you're feeling more horny now
Yeah, I just wanted to
and you just wanted to voice it?
yeah. So I just want to put it out in the ether of the universe that I am looking for fertile women to bear my children.
Just for fuck buddies.
No. We will fuck, but we will not be buddies, okay? I want you to be my
My baby
children's
mamas.
mums. And that's it. I'll buy you nice things occasionally.
Man, this is awesome though, man.
Tupperware.
Fucking put it out. Like, if this is how you feel, put it out. On cam,
On cam.
not on cam. Put it
Anyone
out.
wants to get on cam with the cam boys on the couch.
Hot shots.
Hook up hot shots.
Yeah, hook
Check it
up
out.
shots. That was the
my
name of it.
god! Wow.
Have you seen it? Did you watch it?
I did watch it.
Was
after
it like?
got
Did
it.
you?
I just watched it. It was alright. It wasn't like I didn't find. I watched probably 3 of them, and I was like, it's alright.
Okay. Well, what? Give me one thing you liked about it. One thing you didn't like about Hook Up Hot Shots.
I guess the only one thing that I could say was because I was looking at the girls that I'm attracted to. That's the only thing.
But the direction, the production.
It was like, I mean, the production wasn't the best,
No, but I just mean the.
but like the story, I guess, of it, it kind of like.
Do you like the way the girls are dressed in it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
they are kind of dressed in the more slutty,
Yes.
kind of like, yeah. No, I get
Like
it.
it's a very. It's like if Willy Wonka was to direct.
I wouldn't put it that high though. Like fucking Willy Wonka was to direct fucking what pornos.
Yeah. But it's so the premise of the show is that these slutty young women dressed inappropriately to be walking around the street. But it's like also very cutesy, youthful young teens. And they'll Tinder this guy and they'll be like, yo, what's up? And he'll be like, yo, come
Yeah, they'll
over.
match with someone and then
Yeah.
they'll be like, oh,
And then they'll
let me show you
"Oh,
some
should we
pictures
go
of my
together?"
ass.
Did we match? And then
Oh, it's
They'll
you.
come in.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm going outside. Come. Yeah.
and it's sort of like it borders on rough, hardcore.
It does get a bit rough, eh?
Which isn't bad. They seem to enjoy it. But I just think Hook Up Hot Shots as a series of films isn't bad.
It's good to know your preference in
anal
pornos.
gaping. Anal gaping. There's one called Anal Gapes.
I don't know how much we can talk about this.
You can talk about anything. 18 plus.
Yeah, I guess on YouTube. But don't break my shit.
The other night we were talking about what our favorite porn stars or.
I mean, you guys were talking about it. It's literally 4 guys after like couple fucking
Yeah, guy chat, men chat.
Colombian fucking toasties. And everyone's just talking about, you know, the porno, like the fucking porn stars and what pornos they look for. I'm just like, I don't want to be here right now. I don't want to be surrounded by fucking.
Miguel gets fucking weirded out by men talking about pussies, bro. Why?
I don't know, because I just feel the energy that everyone's starting to get horny, and I'm just like, this is not a place to be.
Fuck, okay, that's fair enough.
Cause like, bro, so like for
Whatever,
Andres,
you can't get horny around men.
for no, I probably can, but it just feels weird. Like for
You
Andres,
get horny around dolphins. You fucking weirdo.
Fuck. Wait, I said yes, and then I was like, wait, no. But like when we went to Andres like Bucks, we went to this like restaurant thing, where we had dinner, and the people that were bringing out the food,
Waitresses?
yeah, the waitresses.
Was it Hooters? Did you go to Hooters?
No, it wasn't Hooters. It was like at a private function.
Right.
But apparently they do it all the time. But yeah, they were like pretty much naked.
Huh?
Yeah, and then they were doing lap dances and
Yeah.
everything. Like they fucking bring the food and they would like shake their ass. Like
Topless waitresses.
it was topless, but yeah, like full on. You could also pay so you can go get a show and
Yep,
shit.
yep.
And I just feel so weird, bro, because there's like 15 of us, and I don't know if I can just pick up like on like energy levels or like whatever, but I could just feel everyone was fucking horny, and I'm just like, this just feels so weird. Like
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
surrounded by 14 other men that are super horny
Yeah.
and they just want to fuck bitches.
Yeah.
and I just didn't feel like, I don't know, in a good place. Like obviously when when I feel horny and like when I want to go think, or when I think about, you know, having sex with a girl, I want to
Yeah.
be like, I don't know, just not in
Around
front
other
of
men.
Yeah, man.
I understand.
Unless we were like, you know, doing a DP or like, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like,
See, I wouldn't even go. I couldn't go that far. Like, I don't think I could have sex with one woman and another man. Like,
I reckon I can do it. I can 100% do it.
they'd have to.
Because like I
Would
would,
you- would you wanna know them? I don't think I'd
I
wanna
would just
know.
want to experience it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like being there. Like I've seen it in
If anyone
pornos
wants-
enough.
If anyone wants to experience the young Prims, Miguel and Gogs are willing to.
YPDPs.
YPDV! Yeah!
Turn this shit off, bro. We're gonna get arrested, man. We're gonna get fucking arrested. Oh, I did not say or mean anything. No, sit back down. We can't end it just like that. YPDPs.
YPDPs.
There will be a link below where you can sign up.
Join the OnlyFans, OnlyFans.
Join the OnlyFriends. Join the OnlyFriends. But yeah, man, I feel like that's it. I think the only other thing that I could mention about sex and about dudes is like, why are we more attracted to younger? I don't know. Maybe actually there are dudes out there that are attracted to older women, right? But like even for us, like, would you want to be with someone that's early 20s or be with someone that's like early 30s?
Early 20s, 100%.
Right? Like, why do you feel, or what do you reckon we're like that? Is it just a programming thing that we just want someone that's younger than us?
Yeah, for me, I think the older a woman is, the more busted she is, bro. She's busted out, bro.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want all the baggage and drama.
So you want
comes
something
along
that's
that.
much newer
Yeah.
than like riding like a used car almost. Like,
yeah, bro.
is it like that type of mentality or?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm asking. You don't seem so
No, just
assuring.
I think, yeah, like younger, riper, more full of life. They haven't been just like destroyed by.
like you're thinking about the
pressures of the
inside.
world.
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're
I
more.
thought more
they're
destroyed.
more like energetic. They're I don't. From what I've experienced, they're less sort of in their own heads. They're more like willing to experiment. And,
So you want someone that's willing to experiment?
yeah, I just want someone that can.
Oh, actually, yeah, cool. So, before we sign off, like, describe to me who your perfect girl would be. Let's fucking try to start calling it into reality, into existence.
Okay.
Yeah.
My perfect girl. She's gonna be like tall, thin.
Tall as in your height, or
Do you know-
let's get very
Right,
descriptive.
very descriptive. Do you know who the girl Emma Chamberlain is?
Yeah, Emma Chamberlain. Yeah.
Yeah, her.
True, bro.
Her.
She's like 18, 19.
Emma Chamberlain.
Yeah.
If you're listening right now, like I would,
She's
I'd like
not
to take you.
definitely watching.
I'd like to take you on a date.
Where did you?
I've been following all your like pictures from like Paris, and you look good. You look really nice. You look really.
Wait, I'm pretty sure I know who Emma Chamberlain
Emma
is.
Chamberlain's the best. Chamberlain Coffee, bro. She's like my ideal type of girl, bro. She's got big old eyes, skinny, tall, very like doesn't give a fuck about anything. Like has that face of like contempt for everything and everyone.
Okay, yeah, I know. Oh, true. Okay. I thought you liked more tan though, like and brown eyes, because she's obviously got blue eyes. She's white.
You asked me what my perfect girl is for like who I'd want to date or like.
Yeah, date. No, like date, have kids with,
Yeah,
like.
her.
Em-
And then,
Em-
but what
Emma
I find
Chamberlain.
attractive on just like a sexual level,
It would be her.
then it's different stuff. I find her like,
She's a model, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I believe she's a model.
To me, she is. She's like very interesting looking, intriguing, rare.
There's a girl like, if
there's girls like BBLs and big old titties, but
BBL.
like I don't want to walk around with it. Like it's kind of
What's-
embarrassing to walk around.
What's a
with
BBL?
BBL is a Brazilian butt lift, I think.
Oh,
Well, I'm just trying to walk around with bitches that look like that, bro. I want like a very like, you know what I mean? I want to drive like a Jaguar E-Type. I don't want to drive like a Lambo or something. That makes
yeah, no, I get you. I think that like even if I was to go for one girl for me, it would be Emma Brooks.
Emma Brooks, I'm not sure of.
Yeah,
I've never seen her.
I'm pretty sure her name's Emma Brooks. Yeah, that's funny how it's like the same
They're
name.
both Emma.
Yeah, bro. What?
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Emma Brooks. I'll show you her after this.
If anyone knows Emma Chamberlain or Emma Brooks personally, can you please forward this video to them?
They're very, I guess. Look,
Miguel and Goran are very horny boys.
ready? I'll show you this.
Oh no, something happened. Oh, okay.
Very similar to like Emma Chamberlain, like a little bit, but like she's more.
She's more like Valley Girl, like
Yeah.
blondie.
Well, that's how she looks, like all done up, like.
Oh, she's fucking pretty, man.
Yeah.
And you like that more sort of like fitnessy kind of vibe.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
Yeah. And blondes, bro. Miguel's into like blondes, natural blondes.
Natural blonde, white, blue or green eyes.
Oh, have to be, man.
Like, I mean, she doesn't have to be blonde, but if she's got pretty eyes, I think that's it. Because, like, bro, if you're gonna be waking up every single day and looking at something, you wanna make sure they have an attractive face,
Yes,
right?
man.
And she's gotta have pretty eyes, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, pretty eyes means colorful eyes. So
Yeah.
like blue or green, it's like, oh my god, I'll marry you. But yeah, so so for you, perfect girl, Emma Chamberlain. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Maybe by doing things like this, she's gonna start maybe it's not gonna be Emma herself, but
Just a
someone
similar,
that looks like her.
Similar type of vibe, man. Just
Yeah.
And she's got that raspy kind of voice too.
Oh, you like that, right?
Ah, yeah, kinda.
Kind of sounds like a man, but it's
Yeah,
not.
but it's not even a manly thing. It's like she's like just like smoked so many cigarettes probably or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. She has been so okay to have that.
Yeah.
But then she's gonna have like smoker breath and like.
I think she's vegan or possibly vegan.
Bro, they're all vegan. Trust me.
Needs
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
vegan. Cannot drink alcohol. Not a sip of alcohol, bro. If I say a drunk bitch, I'm not attracted to you.
See, because man, that's the thing. Like, yeah, we might be attractive to this type of girl, and then we meet her, and then she does all the things that we don't like, and then it's just
That's what I
like,
was trying to say before, yeah.
don't find you attractive anymore. Like, fuck. Now it's no more Emma Chamberlain, and I have to look at a different Emma, or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's part of it, man.
But we're not giving ourselves a chance to experience it because we're just shying ourselves off. Mm-hmm. When we could be like, hey, you're fucking hot. Hey, you're pretty.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I think you're beautiful. You know what I mean? Just whatever. And bro, she might be like, oh, thank you. Do you want to have my number? You'd be like, fucking no, I do.
Yeah, I do.
And next thing, bro, you just never know the fucking possibilities.
That's why we're gonna be. When's this coming out, Miggy?
I don't know. When do you want this to come out?
I reckon should come out before Wednesday night, so we can go.
Tomorrow is Wednesday night. What the fuck? Do you think I can just like?
Shit. Nah, because we'll
What,
probably
before
we'll
what we got?
probably be at the sheaf, celebrating tomorrow, celebrating episode 3, the sex ep. And then if any bitches want to come down and see Migs and Gogs in real life, in person,
Live? Bro,
we're signing titties, we're signing biddies, bro.
Bro, 12 months from now, we need to have like a live show. Like, imagine, like at the fucking Enmore Theatre or something.
100%.
Just fucking 400 people, and it's just the same couch, and we're just here talking smack. Oh, bro, that could happen, man. Just need to put it out, and we can
100%.
definitely get there. But I thought we were gonna go to the comedy thing tomorrow.
Yeah, sorry. We spoke about the sheaf last week. That's what made me think of it.
What, maybe we could go to the comedy and then after to the... Bro, but I'm getting a haircut and a trim on Thursday. Fuck.
So let's save it. Let's save it then.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're still down on Saturday, I'm still going to the Latin club to have a little dance.
Yes. What kind of music? Like we're talking like J Balvin?
Like Joe Balvin. Yeah,
100%.
100%. Bro, you've never been to Candy?
Candies?
Like, I've been with Green. No, just Candy. Like K with a K. Kandy.
No, where is it?
True. I wouldn't be able to tell you. It's like...
Suburb. City?
It's in the city. It's just before... You know how you cross over to get into Darling Harbour?
Yes.
It's just off, like, over the bridge, like crossing back into the city, as if you're going back to
I
Town
have
Hall.
been there with you once.
Right? You've been there.
Yeah.
And
Is it
probably
called
had,
Candy?
yeah.
Right. Yeah, I've been
And
there.
probably had some Colombian toasties.
That was like the day that the shit came straight off the fucking plane from Peru, bro.
Oh, you were with us.
Yeah, I was
True.
with you, yeah.
Because I remember doing that with Green.
Fuck, yeah, I was there as well.
Yeah, and then we were just like beaming, bro. We were like, fuck, what is this shit? Like, we literally had 2 Colombian fucking toasties, and then that's it. That's all we needed. I was like, oh shit, that's it. I'm done. Fucking look at the time. It's like 2 in the morning already. He's like, holy shit. Fuck. But yeah, man, like that is what's happening on Saturday. So, man, I guess we can try to put out the episode by tomorrow.
No, we don't have to at all. Episode doesn't have to come out tomorrow. I think it should come out maybe before Friday, though.
True. Okay, so you want to come out and then what? And then have another one on Sunday again, or no?
Or do you want to put this one out on Sunday?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Maybe.
Yeah, okay, no, this can go to Sunday, but let's also try to possibly...
Record another one.
Let's work on our outro this week then, because we won't record again.
Yeah.
Let's make an outro, and then maybe we can just add some music to the front.
Oh, you mean for the video? Okay, cool. But I guess that wraps up Young Prims episode 03.
Here's Migs,
And that's Gogs.
and we're the Young Primitives. Love you.
Bye.